everybody. So I asked on my Snap story if you guys had any questions for me. I'm currently in the middle of week 5, so a few days and then I have 4 weeks left. And I started at about week 11 or 10. So here's some questions that I got. One of my Snapchat followers asked, I'm curious how it feels. You've leaned out a lot and are on a pretty strict diet with pretty high physical output. How is your energy? Do you feel cranky, tired more often? If so, what is keeping you going? Or do you feel better than you do before? My energy actually feels pretty good. I don't really feel tired that often. I do enjoy a couple cups of coffee. I love coffee, but I feel pretty good. Sometimes I'm more awake at night than I was before, and my coach said that's normal, and if I want I could take a sleep aid. It's not that bad yet. I just like lay still and close my eyes and don't move until I fall asleep. So my energy levels are okay. However, I am cranky a lot. I just met with my coach today and she said that this next 4 weeks I should work on calmness of the mind, whereas I already had the physical part down, like working out, getting my cardio in, that's easy to me. Getting my food in, that's been a challenge. And now the biggest challenge I think I have to work on is my mind, because I am cranky a lot and I do get irritated a lot. So she said that I need to look for things that give me pleasure that aren't food. Why do I keep going is kind of the second question of this. It is really just because I don't quit things, and I know that growth only happens with growing pains. So I knew this wasn't going to be easy, and I love a challenge, and I love pushing through to see where my limits are. So that's really why I keep going with this, is because I said I would. So if I set my mind to something, I'm gonna follow through with it. But yeah, being cranky and irritated is not so fun. The second part of this question is, what parts of this lifestyle do you want to carry into your life beyond the competition, if any? I have learned how to count my macros, how to be more aware of what's going into my body, and I think that's really valuable. There are some things that you think are good and then you read up the nutrition and you're like, there is that many carbs in there, and you realize that it's not good for you. So being more aware of what goes into my body is something that I will continue on after this is over, so that I am not just eating whatever I want. Also, during this journey, I've read a lot about healthy eating, about intermittent fasting. So when I'm finished, I'm really excited to continue a healthy lifestyle. Before, I do think I was healthy too, but I was never watching what I ate. I always have worked out. I did my first running race when I was 3, so I've always been somewhat active. So watching what goes into my body was never a huge priority for me, because I've just figured I'd burn it off in the gym. Also, what I've noticed from doing this is how my body reacts to certain foods. If I eat a very strict diet and then I veer off slightly, like I eat too many pickles, then the next day I can tell. So it's kind of interesting. It's kind of cool to know exactly how your body reacts to certain foods. The next question is, what have been some of the biggest rewards and challenges of this process so far? The biggest challenge for me has been the eating aspect. I have a mental block socially to get invited, say for example, we had a Mother's Day brunch, and I was like, of course I'm gonna go, but I can't bring my own food into this restaurant. That's awkward, and I don't think that's acceptable. So I ate their food, and then there was a buffet dessert table, and I ate some dessert too. So for me, it's been the food aspect has been so challenging, because it's either I don't go to the event at all and I miss out on seeing my friends or family, or I go and I cheat. So that's been challenging because I have been going to events, but I only go to one a week. So it's challenging because I don't go for lunch with any of my friends anymore. I don't even go for coffee with them. So I feel like I'm socially handicapped because, and this wouldn't happen for everybody, it just happens for me, but I feel like it socially handicaps me because if I were to go for lunch with them, then I eat the other person's food, which I can't eat. So I just don't go for lunch with anybody. I don't go for coffee with anybody. And I think that aspect of this sucks. And I'm sure other people could figure out a better way to do it. But for me, I just have to avoid the temptations. I did, for a lot of weeks, I did just plan that I would have a cheat meal during an event, but for 4 weeks left, I can't have any more cheat meals, so it's like 4 weeks of not doing anything or not going anywhere. So I think if you are going to do a competition, you really need to plan it around your lifestyle. Don't plan it around Christmas or Thanksgiving or even Easter. I ate so much food at Easter and I wasn't supposed to, but Easter food is so good. So the food aspect has been very challenging for me. When I'm at home, it's not challenging at all, simply because I don't have anything in the house that is bad that I could eat. It's only when I'm somewhere where there's something bad. So that's been very challenging. What have been some of the, and then I talked of course about being cranky and irritated. That's also been a challenge. What has been the biggest reward? Right now, the biggest reward is just seeing how my body is changing, and it's pretty cool to see that and to see what you're capable of. But to be honest, since I'm cranky and irritated a lot, I can't see any other rewards that I've had so far. So we'll probably have to come back to that question after my show, because I've heard that the show, when you do your show, then you realize it's all worth it. But right now I'm like, can this show just be over? So I'm gonna have to come back to that. What?
So how are you feeling? Great.
I'm not feeling anything.
This is what prep looks like?
I had a big day of things.
Of things? What did you do today?
I woke up and I went to spin. Then I came home and I had breakfast. Then I went to the gym and did back day. Then I came home and I had lunch. And then I was like, I'm running out of food to eat and I'm still hungry. And then I went to do a cross-country race, which I actually did really good at. And then I had dinner. And then I went to pole. And then I only had to eat, I ran out of food. On my plan, I had a rice cake and peanut butter and a protein shake. And that's it. I'm done eating. And I did so many things today. I just want to eat whatever. They had pizza at the end of the race. And I went in my car and I had my cold turkey and rice and beans. I didn't even have soy sauce. It's not funny. They were eating pizza and drinking pop and having popsicles or whatever. Is that a cold one? Is that popsicle like a lolly?
A freezy?
A freezy. And I had cold turkey.
Hey,
and rice and
you know,
beans.
like cold beans are kind of like freezies. Sure.
Today sucked. No, today was good because I ran a good race.
It sounds like you got to do lots of fun things.
I did. Every time I did something that was fun. Not going to the gym wasn't fun.
Going to the gym wasn't fun?
No.
What? Why not?
Because I was tired and I don't know.
Just tough day at the gym.
Yeah. So I only did 3 sets of everything. I did like 5 sets of pull-ups and 3 sets of everything else. Because I was tired and I knew I had to reserve my energy for this race and for pole.
And?
That's why I was tired at the gym.
And how many calories are you eating today?
Like 1,000.
How many do you think you eat normally?
Probably like 2,000 or 2,500. I have no idea. I've never counted normally. But I'm not eating enough right now. That's why I'm cranky all the time.
That's why you're on the floor,
Yeah.
trying to stay grounded.
This is when I'm upset, I go on the floor.
Is it like a defense strategy or something?
I don't know. That's where I end up.
This is just rock bottom.
No, don't say that. Grounded sounded way more positive than rock bottom.
It started from
Maybe
the
I'm
bottom.
doing Shavasana.
Yeah, there you go. So why don't you just namaste right there, and I don't know, just wait it out. You get to eat more tomorrow, I guess.
I ate 19 minutes over, so does that mean I have to wait until 19 minutes past my eating time?
Tomorrow morning
Yeah,
for breakfast.
yeah,
Um,
probably.
yes. So after spin, just take a few extra minutes. Shower,
I just
shave.
I don't, this thing where I don't eat after 9 and I don't eat until 11, it's not hard.
Not so convenient.
Yeah, it's nice. What's hard is just not eating enough food and not eating like more variety of food.
What's wrong with chicken and rice? And beans. Chicken and rice.
I mean, like going out for lunch with my friends. I haven't gone out for lunch with my friends since I started because I can't.
Yeah, me neither. Chicken and rice. Chicken and rice. Don't worry, it's only 20 more days.
4.5 weeks.
30 days. Yeah, it's a 17th. It's a month.
This is the 17th today?
Yeah. It's 1 month.
Yeah, but what if I make it to provincials, then I still can't eat?
Okay, well, it's only 2 months then.
No, provincials is the week after.
That's only 1 month.
That would be like a blessing, a cursed blessing.
A cursed blessing to make it to provincials.
Yeah.
Another whole week of laying on the floor.
Perhaps.
Well, how are you going to get through this?
I'm gonna calculate, add up all the macros I ate today. I think I had about 146 grams of, or 143 or something grams of protein. 80 grams of carbs, and like 30 grams of fat. So
Okay.
I don't know if that's around 1,000 calories. I think that might be like 1,100 or 1,200 calories. I don't know actually. But
Well, you stop doing snow angels, you're going to burn out all your calories. You
So-
need a more deficit. You just have to lace perfectly still.
that's not how it works.
That's how it works.
And then I'm gonna watch the 100.
The 100 what? Calories?
No.
Because there's fewer and fewer calories every show.
Fewer and fewer what?
People. Or calories. Anyways.
Oh, I'm gonna watch my poll videos that I just did.
You post them on Instagram?
Yeah, they were different today. Because Steph wasn't there. It was more like, you're in pain, so feel painful. Whereas Steph is like, feel empowered and sexy. And this is like, we're doing this kind of thing. And I'm like, I've never like danced like that before.
You're doing
Like
today?
this. Yeah. And that's how come I scraped my toe because we were doing like.
I don't know if that's a dance move.
It was.
It looks like
Well, I'll
the
show
whole
you
version
my-
of the move.
I'll
the
show you my
worm.
video. We did this weird dance where you're supposed to be in pain, whereas with Steffi, we are like sexy and like having fun, and smiling and like being
You don't think it was
aggressive.
like suiting you today? Painful pole dancing? Like hungry? Like, just pretend you're hungry and then you crawl around the floor. Actually, let's just like do one of those moves again and just think like if you had to illustrate your hunger while pole
It was
dancing.
like this.
Looks like a lot of laying around.
That's what we did. missed it.
Come on. Come on.
You're our only pet.